auto, life, or farm insurance, Erskine Agency Incorporated has you covered.
Through every season, through every snowdrift, through every field and every pasture, through every small community, through every big venture, through every global challenge and every opportunity for innovation, through everything. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Brought to you by Subway in Ada. James Serkinik, he finished with 3 points, but KCC, they didn't go deep into their bench at all. He played some really good defense, and he was like the main guy coming off the bench for the Bearcats. He is our Subway in Ada sub of the game. Our power performer of the game, brought to you by Wild Rice Electric, Brody Scalise, finished with 8 points and did it all defensively as well for the Bearcats. And then our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Who else? It's got to go to Ty Big. The big man in the middle, finishing with 30 points for KCC, grabbing a bunch of rebounds, just doing anything he wanted down low, and he is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up next, Dawson Peterson taking over the headset. And we got our fourth and final game of the day. It's Fertile-Beltrami taking on Northome KELLIHER coming up right after this.
It's time to start thinking about warmer weather. It's time to start thinking about your next vacation.
Benedict and Mission Coordinator has a great move-in special. For a limited time, you can save $5,000 when you move in. That's $1,000 off your first 4 months of rent, and the $1,000 move-in fee is waived. Your rent at Benedict and Mission Coordinator covers 3 meals a day, home and yard maintenance, indoor access to Essentia Health Clinic and Benedict and Therapy Services, and much more. To schedule an appointment, call Benedict and Mission Court at 218-784-5250. Save $5,000 with this move-in special.
Hi, I'm Tyler McGlynn, and I'm the owner and Assisted Living Director at Bethany Assisted Living in Foston. We provide services for mentally ill and elderly in a safe and comfortable family setting.
I recommend it for people who want to come in here. The place is nice, the place is good, the staff's real friendly, and gets along with people. It makes you feel like family. We are family.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit usptrf.com.
When it comes to insurance, CHS Northwest Insurance Services of Fertile has your back. Meet Janet E. Fox, your dedicated agent specializing in multi-peril and hail insurance. Life is unpredictable, but your coverage shouldn't be. Trust the team that cares about your peace of mind. Call Janet E. at CHS Northwest Insurance Services in Fertile today at 701-371-6193. CHS Northwest Insurance Services of Fertile, because when it comes to insurance, precision matters. Welcome to Clearbrook, a quiet, friendly location in northern Minnesota. Clearbrook is surrounded by lakes and forests, offering excellent fishing, hunting, and recreational activities. Clearbrook has a top-notch school district, a thriving business community, and active clubs and events throughout the year. Visit ci.clearbrook.mn.us to learn more about what Clearbrook, Minnesota can offer you. The City of Clearbrook, a community working together.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Event.com. Welcome inside the pregame show tonight, as it's brought to you by Main Street Station in Keelihers Fertile, and also brought to you by Bitker Inc. The Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, the number 2 seed in the West subsection, 23-5 on the season. A win in the second round of the section playoffs over the Northern Freeze, 71-66. A tightly contested ball game where the Freeze gave the Falcons their absolute very best. But Fertile-Beltrami a little more aggressive in the second half, able to put them over the top and advance here to the quarterfinals. On the other side, the Kelliher Northome Mustangs, a team that I think most folks, and we talked with Coach Charnoski in the pregame show, you'll hear it in just a little bit, a team that I think most folks don't know much about, what their style of play is, how they play on defense. I mean, we look at some of their scores. They've scored 90-plus points in multiple games this year. They're averaging over 75 points per game, so certainly some gaudy numbers to look at for Northome Kelliher. So I think a lot of people are excited to see what the Mustangs have in store for us here tonight. Inside the pregame show tonight, a conversation with both head coaches in our pregame coaches interviews, brought to you by the Midwest Bank of Waban and Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead. We'll talk keys to the game for both of these two teams, get to the starting lineups and the opening tip-off here in the quarterfinal round of the Section 8A boys basketball tournament. A spot in the section semifinals is on the line. It's game number 4 of the day between Fertile-Beltrami and Northome Kelliher on KRJM Radio and YourLiveEvent.com.
The Outlaws are coming back. The World of Outlaws late model series is coming back.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position.
The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past. We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Power up your winter projects with Escali Electric. Serving Red Lake County and beyond, we're your trusted partner for lighting retrofits, panel upgrades, agricultural improvements, and new construction. Need an estimate for a future project? We've got you covered. From barns to businesses, homes to heavy-duty operations, Escali Electric delivers quality work you can count on. Don't wait. Get your project done right. Call Escali Electric today and keep your power flowing strong this winter. Escali Electric, your power, our priority.
Hey, Dad, brought you some popcorn. You should relax. You worked so hard for us.
What happened?
It's a little fender bender, but Mom already filed a claim with our agent, and we can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense. Well played.
Insurance made easy with the First National Insurance Agency of McIntosh.
Welcoming our viewers back in on YourLiveEvent.com. This is the Bitker Inc. pregame show, and also brought to you by Main Street Station in Delhi of Fertile. Stop in or call 218-945-6488 for an application at Main Street Station in Delhi of Fertile. Currently looking for full and or part-time help. Well, a conversation with both coaches on the way. We sat down with head coach Neil Steffes first of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, coming off a win in the second round, 71-66 over the Northern Freeze. Let's get into our pregame coaches interviews, brought to you by Rivers Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead and the Midwest Bank of Waban. Head coach Neil Steffes of Fertile-Beltrami with us on the pregame show tonight. And Neil, you're coming off the win against the Northern Freeze in the second round, a slim victory. And you had told me that in the post-game show you weren't too happy with the kids at halftime, but you're trying to give them a little jolt to wake up in the second half. What was it that eventually got you guys over the hump to secure the win?
Well, we started attacking them. Drew in the first half, he wouldn't even look to score. In the second half, he got more aggressive, and we got the ball inside where they really had a hard time stopping us with either Preston or Drew. And, then defensively, we played a little bit better. We got our hands on some balls, and we were able to get some buckets, maybe a little bit in transition. And we stopped allowing them to get transition buckets, and that was a big thing from the first half as well. So, did we play perfect? No, but at the end of the day, we got the win and we moved on, which is what you need at this time of year.
Yeah, survive and advance in the section tournament. Now you guys get pitted up against NORTHOME KELLIHER, a team that you haven't seen this year and haven't seen probably in quite some time, and they play a different brand of basketball that can give you guys some challenges if you're not ready for it.
Yeah, I've never seen them play, but I watched a couple of games that they played this year, and they play a different brand. It's try to get the ball up the floor as fast as you can, and guys are just jacking up shots. And defensively, they don't play too much of it. They want to get the game going and moving, and it'll be interesting. We have to get back, and we have to do some things right. And I told the kids you can't turn the ball over, which will lead to easy buckets for them. And so, if we're fundamentally sound and we do things right, I think we've got a really good chance to win the game.
Well, you talk about the fundamentals, and we talk about the opponents all the time, and what do they do well, or what do they do that you can exploit. But it's one of those things that if you guys can take care of yourselves tonight, play solid right from the jump, you should have a good night.
Yeah, like you said, if we do what we're supposed to do and we're doing things right, it should be a good night for us. We should be able to take advantage of our size and really have a big night on the inside as well.
Well, sounds good, Neil. Thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
All right, thanks.
And that was head coach Neil Steffes of Fertile-Beltrami with us on the pregame show tonight. And our pregame coaches interviews brought to you by the Midwest Bank of Waban and also brought to you by River's Edge Insurance Agency of Hallstead. The Fertile-Beltrami Falcons coming into tonight's game with a 23-5 overall record, good enough for the number 2 seed in the West subsection. The winner moves on to the semifinals next Wednesday to play against Kitson County Central, who beat Cass Lake Bena moments ago 78-47. We're going to take a timeout, and when we return to our Bitker Inc. and Main Street Station in Delia Fertile pregame show, we'll sit down with Coach Charnoski of NORTHOME KELLIHER. 7:40 to go in the pregame show before we get to our opening tip-off. This is Section 8A boys basketball quarterfinal round coverage here on Gold 101.5 FM, KRJM, YourLiveEvent.com, and Garden Valley TV.
At Dakota Heritage Bank in Red Lake Falls, we pride ourselves on serving you with experienced, friendly bankers who make all decisions locally. Our bankers are available to help you with any of your financial needs. We offer a variety of deposit products from checking accounts to IRAs. Our quick local decisions allow you to borrow money and make your purchases today. Stop in or call one of our local friendly bankers today at 218-253-2265. Member FDIC.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Well, in my opinion, what makes the school so special is everybody that's inside the school. Fantastic place to go.
You can be a somebody. Everyone knows who you are.
You can walk down the hallway and see a senior walking with a kindergartner bringing them to class.
The community wants every student to succeed here, and they want the district to succeed.
Once you're out here, you're going to want to stay. I can guarantee it.
Come and try it.
Definitely come to Goodridge.
Everybody comes together at Goodridge to make it a better place.
At Hagee Seed, we know the hard work and dedication it takes to succeed, whether it's on the field or in the fields. As the section playoffs heat up, we want to wish all area high school teams the best of luck. Play hard, give it your all, and make your communities proud. And to our local farmers, spring planting season is just around the corner. We appreciate all you do and wish you a safe and successful season ahead. From all of us at Hagee Seed, good luck, stay safe, and let's grow together. Unlock the potential of your spaces with help from Kicker Coatings of McIntosh. Imagine stepping into your garage and finding a floor so sleek it's practically showroom worthy. That's the magic of our epoxy flooring. Durable, stunning, and easy to maintain. And when it's time to enjoy your outdoor oasis, our deck coatings provide unmatched protection against the elements. And don't forget about your truck. Keep it looking sharp with our top-of-the-line bed liners. At Kicker Coatings, we don't cut corners, we coat them. Call us today at 218-779-9358 for a consultation.
Fertile-Beltrami and the Northome KELLIHER Mustangs. Looking at the Mustangs on the season, an overall record under Coach Charnoski, as the Mustangs are the number 3 seed in the East subsection, a 15-12 overall record, an 8-5 section record as well. And Northome KELLIHER, they didn't play Fertile-Beltrami in the regular season, and Coach Neil Stepp is saying to us he really can't remember the last time they played Northome KELLIHER at all. So it's certainly going to be a treat to see what the Mustangs have in store for us here tonight. We continue our pregame coaches interviews, brought to you by River's Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead, and also brought to you by the Midwest Bank of Waubun, as we sat down with Coach Charnoski of Northome KELLIHER. Coach Charnoski of the Northome KELLIHER Mustangs joining us on the pregame show here tonight. And Coach, a nice win against the Clearburg-Gonvick Bears here to advance to the quarterfinals here at Ralph Engelstad Arena. Can you tell our listeners about how that high-scoring game against Clearburg-Gonvick went?
It was a hustle, very good hustle. It was strong, and our boys must have more gas than what we ever had. So they wanted it more, so it was a tough game, really tough game.
Sure, and you guys played the Bears really close during the regular season as well. You guys just sort of outran them that night, it sounds like.
Yes, we did.
Okay, you know, and I think a lot of folks here, other than Northome KELLIHER fans, of course, see that, you know, the Mustangs are playing Fertile-Beltrami, and I guess myself included. What is your guys' style and brand of basketball we'll see out there tonight?
Oh, you're going to see fast. You're going to see real fast, and you're going to see down low. If not, we'll be trying to do our best out there and give the fans what they want, see, and hustle, more hustle. And that's what my boys like to do, is hustle and be fast, really fast. So,
and you know, Fertile-Beltrami, a lot of size on the inside. So, you know, they've got 3 guys that stand over 6'5". How do you contend with that size on the defensive end of the floor?
Well, we got big size guys too, so we'll see what happens there.
So we're anticipating up and down, physical, and a hustle, nitty-gritty type of game tonight.
Yes, sir. All right, what we're going to do.
All right, well, sounds good, Coach. I appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And that was head coach Charlie Charnoski of the Northome KELLIHER Mustangs with us on the pregame show tonight, and our pregame coaches interviews brought to you by River's Edge Insurance Agency of Halstead, and also brought to you by the Midwest Bank of Waubun. Let's get into our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by the Foston Chiropractic Clinic. Keys for both teams. I think for Fertile-Beltrami this evening, stay aggressive. Coach Stevis told us in the pregame show with Drew Gullickson on the inside, who's one of the biggest guys in the section, 6'7", 6'8", somewhere in there. Gullickson, be aggressive on the offensive end and be aggressive from the very start as well. Drew had a big second half against the Northern Freeze in the second round, but certainly could have put up some big numbers if he continued or was aggressive right away from the start. And that goes for everybody for Fertile-Beltrami, to stay aggressive right away and be aggressive all night long. Key for the KELLIHER Northome Mustangs tonight, it's defensively against the size of Fertile-Beltrami. I know Coach Charnoski said that they've got some size too, but when Fertile-Beltrami has 3 different guys that stand over 6'5", that can sure be a real problem for any team, not just KELLIHER Northome, but any team in this section play. So how do the Mustangs contend with them on the inside. The other key for the Mustangs, too, that they do really well, get out and run. They like to leak guys out, try and get some easy buckets. That's why they score north of 75 points per game here in the regular season and into the playoffs as the Mustangs beat Clearbrook Gonvick in the pigtail round. The final score that night was 91-87. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by the Foston Chiropractic Clinic. See Dr. Gabe for chiropractic, acupuncture, wave therapy, hydro massage, and nutritional supplements that will keep you healthy all year long. Boston Chiropractic Clinic, located at the stoplight in Boston. Call 218-435-6186. We'll take a quick timeout, get to our starting lineups, brought to you by West Main Pizza and then the Gordon Construction opening tip-off. It's Fertile-Beltrami and Kelliher Northome, the final game of the day from the Section 8A boys basketball quarterfinals here in Thief River Falls.
Remember, whatever school you cheer for, be a good sport. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of the Region 8A Committee of the Minnesota State High School League and the City of Thief River Falls, welcome to the Ralph Engelstad Arena for the Section 8A quarterfinal round of the boys basketball tournament.
Welcome back to Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls. It's time for your starting lineups, brought to you by West Main Pizza, and your starting lineups also brought to you by, well, it's brought to you by West Main Pizza of Ada and Dilworth. Here's the starting five for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Sophomore number 4 is Jaden Lindley. Senior number 5, Billy Jack Shaneborn. Senior number 13, Kanan Forseen. Junior number 15 is Anthony Johnson. And a senior number 20 is Cooper Owens. Head coach for Northome Kelliher is Charlie Charnoski. Assistant coaches are Zach Charnoski and Calvin Howard. Starting five now for Fertile-Beltrami, the usual suspects as they say. Senior number 0, Caleb Stoltman. Junior number 1 is Briar Strem. Junior number 3, Drew Gullickson. Junior number 24 is Preston Hansen. And senior number 30 is Easton Petrie. Head coach for Fertile-Beltrami is Neil Steppes. Assistant coaches are Jeff Gullickson and Tim Sykes. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by West Main Pizza of Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth. Fertile-Beltrami, the defending section champions, graduated some senior firepower a year ago and trying to get back to a section championship game again this season. Winner tonight of this game will play Kitson County Central in the semifinals, and Kitson County Central beat Cass Lake Bena earlier this afternoon 78-47. The other half of the semifinals will be Red Lake County and Stephen Argyle. Fertile-Beltrami in their home red uniforms, Kelliher Northome in their away white and blue uniforms with Mustangs across the chest. Kelliher Northome from left to right. Fertile-Beltrami runs from right to left. I'm Dawson Peterson. James Cardarelli behind the camera on YourLiveEvent.com. As we are underway for game number 4 of the day. Fertile-Beltrami quickly with the possession. Preston Hansen on the inside, stops on the left baseline, misses it too strong over the top. Gullickson down with the rebound for the Falcons. Flips it out to Briar Strem, to Petrie, left wing. Hansen fakes inside, then goes to the left mid-post area to Gullickson, who hands it right back off to Hansen, who drives in, and he had it stripped away by Billy Jack Shaneborn. And the Mustangs with the basketball for their first possession of the game. Anthony Johnson hands it off to Shaneborn on the near side, weaving with Lindley. Right-handed dribble well beyond the three-point line. First possession, no score. 17-25 first half. Left side, Johnson with it. Drives in, kicks to the right corner. Cooper Owen short off the front from downtown. Rebound brought in this time by Forseen. An offensive rebound. Puts it up on the baseline. That misses, and then Gullickson gobbles up rebound number 2 for Fertile-Beltrami. Right to left push, Fertile Beltrami across. Nobody accounts for Hansen, and then Drew Gullickson across the lane. Hopes that had to come. Gullickson finishes for two. Fertile Beltrami takes the first points. 2-0 Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. KELLIHER Northome basketball, left side. Johnson, baseline drive into the corner, hangs in the air, throws it off the side of the backboard, didn't have the angle. Petrie away from the pack with it on a rebound, his first of the night. Hands it off to Hansen, out at the top of the key, right wing. Stoltman back to Hansen at the top. Inside, Gullickson on the right block off the window, and he rolls it in. 4 points for Drew Gullickson, and you can expect Fertile Beltrami to go to the inside early and often tonight, as they expect a big night from Gullickson, who has the size advantage. Fertile Beltrami's had a size advantage all season long. 3 different players over 6'5" as the Mustangs throw the basketball away. Anthony Johnson threw it to the baseline. And then out of bounds, there's the first turnover against KELLIHER Northome here in the first half. Pryorstrom, the point guard, brings it across the timeline from right to left as Fertile Beltrami leads 4-zip. Hansen at the elbow. Gullickson, handoff. Hansen, hop step, and a blocking foul called as Preston Hansen gets tied up on the baseline. And a blocking foul against KELLIHER Northome is the team's first of the game, and that's the first on Kanan Forseen as well. KELLIHER Northome won the pigtail game against Clearbrook-Gonvick to get into the quarterfinal round, or not the pigtail round rather, but the second round, 91-87, being the number 3 seed in the East as Hansen rises and fires from 15. Right from free throw line territory, and it's 6-0 Fertile Beltrami. A slim win for Fertile Beltrami as well in the previous round, 71-66 over the Northern Furies. Mustang basketball, free throw line, Forseen. Drives in on Stoltman, who cuts him off. Out to Johnson. Inside the paint, back to Forseen, and he pulls up from 12, and he rattles one in. Just inside the left elbow. First points of the game for Forseen, and the first points of the game for KELLIHER Northome at 6-2. Falcons by 4. Hansen, right baseline, across the lane. Gullickson keeps the basketball high in the air and finishes on the left side as Drew Gullickson has 6 of the 8 Fertile Beltrami points, and now another Mustang turnover as it goes off the hands of Cooper Owens in the near right sideline, and that's turnover number 2 already in the first half. 15-20, and Coach Tarnowski's going to take a timeout for KELLIHER Northome to try and regroup. 8-2 your score. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Fertile Beltrami in front of KELLIHER Northome by 6. Timeouts brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada and the Foston A&W. We're back after this.
Lakes Community Co-op delivers more than just propane into a tank. They deliver a commitment to customer safety with professional, knowledgeable service. Lakes Community Co-op propane customers can relax because having a monitored tank allows Lakes Community Co-op to know tank levels and therefore make timely deliveries. This takes away all your worries. Call 1-888-935-2281 for propane from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Welcome back. Coming out of that timeout, brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. It's 8-2. Fertile Beltrami leading KELLIHER Northome here early by 6 points, and it is Fertile Beltrami basketball. 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Gullickson right elbow inside to Hansen. Size advantage on display that time as Gullickson goes to Hansen, and he finishes the bunny on the left side of the rim, and it's 10-2. Fertile Beltrami by 8. Mustang basketball, left corner 3. Lindley cashes in from downtown. Nice answer by KELLIHER Northome that time to cut the lead in half to 5 as Petrie runs the floor and finishes nicely high off the glass on the right side, and a quick answer by Fertile Beltrami, who goes back in front now by 7. It's 12-5 with 14:40 to go in the half. Driving in from the left wing, head down, Anthony Johnson draws a foul against Fertile Beltrami. Team's first of the game against the Fertile Beltrami Falcons, and will be the first overall against Drew Gullickson. 2 free throws coming for Anthony Johnson of KELLIHER Northome. First free throw by Johnson. Good looking free throw is up and in. First points for Johnson makes it 12-6. Gage Hendrickson steps on the floor for the first time for Fertile Beltrami. Arian Lyons is on for the first time as well now for KELLIHER Northome as Anthony Johnson tries to knock down a pair from the stripe, and he leaves the second one short off the front. Fertile Beltrami ball in front by 6, 12-6. Winner off to the section semifinals. Right corner to Petrie, who fires it down low to Hendrickson. Back out to Hansen, who lines up the 3. That's in and out. Hendrickson an offensive rebound and a fall away put back from 6 rolls in. Nicely done by Gage Hendrickson off the bench. His first points of the game, 14-6, Fertile-Beltrami. Lindley from the left wing, another three by Jaden Lindley. Same spot as when he hit the first. 14-9, no hesitation by the sophomore as he cuts the deficit to 5 points. Fertile-Beltrami in front, 14-9. Fertile-Beltrami with the orange. Petrie over to the right corner. Strem, lob pass as he finds Hansen finishing in the air for two. Nice down screen to get Hansen open, releasing toward the rim. Fertile-Beltrami now in front by 7 points at 16-9. Strem giving Shaneborn all he can handle out by the half-court line. Nearly poked it away. Inside, out, and then deflected out of bounds by Fertile-Beltrami. Coach Chardosky looking for a whistle on that last offensive play by Strem, but didn't get it. Basketball stays with Kelliher Northome. Shaneborn will inbound on the right side of the lane, in between the lane line and the three-point line as it gets deflected into the backcourt. Johnson runs it down, brings it back across the timeline. Lindley in the right corner with 2 first-half threes. Back to Johnson, down to the right baseline. Hansen bumps him out of bounds. He was there late, and he just shoved him out on the baseline, and the foul against Preston Hansen, his first, team second. And another baseline out of bounds upcoming as the shot clock goes to 20. Johnson, rather Shaneborn will trigger it in. Looks towards the middle, doesn't have it. Fires it to Johnson in the left corner. He puts up a three. That short off the front. Nearly bounced back in as it went high into the air. But Strem brings in the rebound for Fertile-Beltrami. Falcons back across. Right corner. Petrie inside to the right block. Hendrickson turns over his left shoulder and he draws a foul. And Gage Hendrickson to the stripe for a pair. First free throw against Arian Lyons that time of Kelliher Northome, and Gage Hendrickson at the line for 2. First free throws of the night against Fertile-Beltrami, or for Fertile-Beltrami, as Hendrickson puts it up and he rolls it in. 3 points for Gage Hendrickson here in the first half as the lead gets a little bit better for Fertile-Beltrami, 17-9. Second free throw, a deep knee bend from the junior, and he rattles that one home. 4 points for Hendrickson and a 9-point Fertile-Beltrami lead, and now Strem picks the pocket of Lindley, who tried to bring it into the front court, and a scoop finish with the right hand is good for Briar Strem. Stealing it away by Lindley, and here's your largest lead of the game. It's 11 points with 13 minutes to play in the first half. Fertile-Beltrami in front 20-9. Shaneborn over on the right wing, up towards the top. Lindley, a head fake, trying to drive by to the baseline. Johnson, wraparound pass, and he turned it over. Sather picks up the steal, stepped in front of his defender, Lyons, that time, and it's turnover number 4 of the first half against Kelliher Northome. Fertile-Beltrami with the basketball. Sather whips it around to Strem to the left wing, popped back up towards the top to Petrie. Right corner, Strem inside. Hendrickson, who gets mugged, and Hendrickson will head to the line for 2. Excellent execution that time in the half court by Fertile-Beltrami to find Hendrickson releasing toward the rim. The foul on Anthony Johnson, his first and the team's third. And 2 free throws upcoming for Gage Hendrickson. Knocked down a pair from there not too long ago as the first one rolls off the left side. Gullickson back in for Fertile-Beltrami. Heidi on for the first time. Landon Heidi for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Second free throw by Hendrickson is up, and that one's good. 2 made free throws by Drew Gullickson, or rather Gage Hendrickson, who now has 5 points, and it's 21-9. Fertile-Beltrami leads, 12:30 to go in the first half. Ball at the top, Johnson for Kelliher Northome. Lindley to the left wing. He has a pair of threes, wants a third, and that's off the right side, but an offensive rebound and a putback got blocked up top was foreseen. Gullickson the block, picks up the loose ball, another block by Gullickson, and this time Hendrickson the rebound, and here comes Fertile-Beltrami the other way from right to left. Long outlet pass, Gullickson, right baseline, spins towards the middle, out to Strem on the wing. Over to Colby Hema over on the left side. Back up to Strem into the right corner, Sather. Right elbow, Gullickson. Ball pops around the arc over on the left wing. Free throw line, Hendrickson, rhythm jumper, that's in. Really nice first half by Gage Hendrickson, who has 7 points, and it's 23-9 Fertile-Beltrami. Hendrickson with his 7 points leads all players as Coach Neil Steffes will get 3 more subs into the game. Lindley left corner up to Shaneborn. He puts up his first shot of the game, and that's in and out, and Hendrickson brings down a rebound, and he quickly gets tied up with Heidi fighting for the rebound that time for Kelliher Northome. And they're going to say it went out of bounds, last touched by Gage Hendrickson that time. Kelliher Northome basketball, 11:34 to go first half. Stoltman, Petrie, and Hansen back into the game for Fertile-Beltrami. It's 23-9, Fertile-Beltrami leading. Shane Bourne, right corner, up on the wing. To Lindley, a left-handed dribble, pounding the rock, backing in, double team, nearly has it stolen away, and now he does. Turnover number 5, Hema picks up the loose ball. Fertile-Beltrami back the other direction. Left corner, Hansen. Long skip pass to the right corner, Petrie catches it as he comes down on one leg. To the right elbow, Hansen, head fake, defender in the air, one dribble, shot from 9, rolls out. Hansen, an offensive rebound, spinning around on the baseline, gets it to Gullickson, misses once, and then makes it in on the second. 8 points, 3 rebounds for Drew Gullickson, and it's 25-9. Fertile-Beltrami in control, not quite to the midway point of half number 1, 10:50 left to play. Shane Bourne on the right side for Kelliher Northome, an offense that averages over 75 points per game. Johnson, left baseline jumper, puts that one in from about 14. Anthony Johnson with 3 first half points, 25-11. Kelliher Northome, their bread and butter is getting up and down, running the floor. Here's an entry pass. Gullickson over his left shoulder, too easy that time. Defender on his back, 10 points for Gullickson. And the way Fertile-Beltrami plays defensively, they're going to make the Mustangs earn every basket in the half court as Johnson brings it across the timeline from left to right. In between the legs dribbled, over to the right wing, back to the left side, Lindley. Little hesitation, drives in, hop steps, a whistle, and a travel called against Jaden Lindley. Turnover number 6 of the first half for Kelliher Northome. The winner plays in the section semifinals on Wednesday night of this coming week to take on Kitson County Central, the second game of the night. The first semifinal game, Red Lake County and Stephen Argyle. Fertile-Beltrami basketball, Gullickson inside Hansen, left it short, got his own rebound, put back misses, but a foul. 2 free throws now for Preston Hansen as the foul against the Kelliher Northome Mustangs is on Kanan Forseen. That's his second and the team's 4th, and Coach Tarnowski tags Arian Lyons to get back into the game. First free throw by Preston Hansen is up and in and out. Missed free throw that time by the junior.
Lyons in for the Mustangs along with number 11, Jordan.
27-11, Fertile-Beltrami by 16, 9:57 to go in the first half. Lions back on for Kelliher Northome. Jordan Waldo on the hardwood for the first time tonight. 28-11. Hansen makes the second free throw, and he has 7 first half points. Mustangs with the orange. Johnson on the right side, tries to go up to Shane Bourne, doesn't have it. Hansen guarding him in the right corner. Dribbles it there, picks it up. Stoltman is there. Right baseline pass, Waldo, turnaround shot, air ball over the top. Fighting for the rebound on the far side, it was Petrie and Lyons that time, and a whistle and a foul called against Arian Lyons. The foul on Lyons is his second and the team's 5th of the half with 9:39 to play. Mustang fans not agreeing with the call on the sideline. As Coach Tarnowski gives the official an earful as he runs by. 9:30 left to play first half. Fertile-Beltrami basketball. Gullickson went for the reverse from the right baseline, and he got fouled from behind. And Drew Gullickson back to the stripe for a pair.
Mustangs foul on number 41, Landon Heidi. His first.
That one's on Landon Heidi, his first, team 6th. Drew Gullickson at the line for 2. 10 first half points already as Coach Neil Steffes alluded to his performance against the Northern Freeze. Makes the first free throw, 29-11 Fertile-Beltrami. Drew much more aggressive in the second half in that game against the Freeze. Nearly had 20 points on the night. Second free throw by Gullickson is also good. So he goes 2 of 2 from the stripe, and Fertile-Beltrami's in front by 19 points. With 9:24 to go in the first half, it's 30-11. Mustang basketball, Johnson at the top. Left-handed dribble inside the dome, jump pass down to Lyons. It was too tall, and Gullickson trying to pick up the loose ball, and a couple of Mustangs hit the deck going for the jump ball. Stoltman in on the opportunity for the loose ball, and a jump ball goes back to Kelliher Northome. Or rather goes back to Fertile-Beltrami, I beg your pardon. So that's a jump ball turnover against Kelliher Northome. Steven Sather in the game for the first time as Coach Neil Steffes gets a couple of his guys off the bench, some time in this one and operating here in the section quarterfinals against the KELLIHER NORTHOME Mustangs, who sit in a 2-3 zone now defensively. Fertile-Beltrami with it. Sather to Hansen, mid-post area, middle of the paint, and a right-handed hook shot from 8 rolls in. And Preston Hansen with 9 first-half points, and it's 32-11. Fertile-Beltrami now a push down on the baseline, and this is a foul away from the basketball. A foul on Gage Henriksen, his first, now the team's third. And that draws a round of applause from Mustang fans, as that's the third foul against the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons in the half. Mustangs basketball. Johnson will inbound on the far sideline. His heels in the Fertile-Beltrami bench. Gives it to Waldo, back to Johnson, and launches a left wing three that comes up short, just barely ticked off the front of the rim. Henriksen the rebound in the corner. Off to Strem, bringing it across with a little pace. Outlet to Hansen on the left side. Fakes to the top, skips to Sather right corner. Hansen, pass, cut, head fake, finish, 2 more. Preston Hansen with 11 first-half points, and it's 34-11 Fertile-Beltrami. 8:30 left to go in the first half. Shane Bourne at the top for KELLIHER NORTHOME to Waldo on the left side. Left elbow entry, nearly poked away and stolen away off the hand of Forseen. Now down to the right block, and a shot up and no good, but a foul called against Preston Hansen, who went for the steal against Landon Heidi, and it's the second foul on Preston Hansen, the team's 4th of the half. Was before the shot as Drew Gullickson checks back in for Fertile-Beltrami, and Hansen will come off. Shane Bourne on the right side of the lane to inbound, yet to score in this first half. Fertile-Beltrami in front, 34-11. 8:34 left to play. To Johnson, right back to Shane Bourne in the corner. Back to Johnson as Gullickson closes out with a high hand. Down to the middle of the paint, an aggressive take by Johnson, who hits the deck, and a foul called against Fertile-Beltrami before the shot. The foul on Drew Gullickson, a blocking foul, his second on the junior. Team's 4th, and another baseline out-of-bounds play to come. Lindley back into the game, who's knocked down 2 3-pointers in the first half for KELLIHER NORTHOME. Cooper Owens also steps back onto the floor. Lindley catches it in the right corner, and as he tried to work it up towards the wing, he stepped on the near sideline. His heel of the green shoes hits the near sideline in dark blue here at Ralph Engelstedt Arena in Thief River Falls. That's turnover number 8 of the first half against KELLIHER NORTHOME. Fertile-Beltrami leads 34-11. Strem drive, kick, Sather, skip pass to Sather, up to Strem at the top, puts up a runner from 13, and he rattles it in. 4 points now for Briar Strem. And it's 36-11. Fertile-Beltrami by 25. KELLIHER NORTHOME with the basketball. Entry pass to the left elbow. Turnaround shot Forseen. That's off the mark. And Sather down with the rebound, and a foul called on the rebound.
Mustangs foul on number 20.
And the foul against the Mustangs goes on Cooper Owens. And that's the 7th team foul of the half. So Fertile-Beltrami already in the bonus with 7:36 left to go in the first half, and trying to push an already 36-11 first half lead. Sather to shoot the 1-and-1. Puts in the first to earn a second. First points of the game for Sather, 37-11. Fertile-Beltrami. Second free throw by Sather, also up and in. 38-11, 2 made free throws that time for Caleb Sather. Fertile-Beltrami well in control so far in this first half with 7:30 to play. Shane Bourne on the right baseline, drives in, cut off out to Lindley, launches a 3, that's too deep, and then Henriksen strong arms the rebound in the far corner, ripping it away. That's his 4th rebound of the night so far. Sather into the front court, Henriksen trails in, and he gets called for a travel. Henriksen catches the trail pass, and he gets called for a travel. The second turnover of the night against Fertile-Beltrami. 7:10 left to go first half. Section 8A boys basketball quarterfinals. Fertile-Beltrami up 38-11. Shane Bourne on the left side. Sather there, high hand. Fertile-Beltrami in a 2-3 zone on defense. Shane Bourne falling away to his left, puts up a 3, and it's too deep. Offensive rebound on the opposite side of the lane down to Cooper Owens, and now a finish on the inside. As that's Kyson Forseen. And his first points of the game to make it 38-13. Fertile-Beltrami with the orange. Right short corner, Henriksen to Gullickson, who dives, and he gets, or rather draws a foul, and Drew Gullickson to the line for 2. Ball goes into the corner to Henriksen, and Gullickson alertly dives towards the rim. Henriksen gets it to him. The foul against Kelliher Northome is the first on Waldo. 2 free throws for Gullickson, up and in, as Gullickson's now 3 of 3 from the stripe here in the first half, and Fertile-Beltrami in front 39-13. 13 points in the first half as well for Gullickson, as Fertile-Beltrami sends in 4 new guys, including Stoltman, Hema, Preston Hansen, and Easton Petrie back in. Brady Bjerk on one knee will come in for Drew Gullickson if he can knock down the free throw, and that one's off the mark as it rolls out to right, but Hansen, an offensive rebound, putback is in there, and then that one missed, and it's brought down by Forseen, and Kelliher Northome pushes back the other direction from left to right, and Forseen hits the deck, and a whistle from the baseline. He gets called for a travel. Brady Bjerk comes onto the floor, as that's the 9th turnover of half number 1 for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. 6:25 to go in the first half. Fertile-Beltrami in control, 39-13. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Petrie across the logo. Stops well beyond the right side of the wing. Inside pass to Hansen. Tipped away from behind. Stolen by Forseen. And on his way to the rim, he gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. The 3rd turnover of the half against Fertile-Beltrami, and that sends Kanan Forseen to the line. Forseen with 4 first half points, puts up the first free throw as it hits hard off the front of the rim. Kitson County Central won in the previous game over the Cass Lake Bena Panthers 78-47. The previous games before that, as the second free throw is too strong by Forseen. The previous game saw Stephen Argyle beating Red Lake and Red Lake County over Foston in game number 1. So one half of the semifinals is set. Red Lake County and Stephen Argyle in the 6 o'clock game next Wednesday. The winner of this game plays Kitson County Central as Hansen steps out for a 3 and gets called for a travel on his way to the rim. A head fake and tried to get downhill, and that's turnover number 4 of the first half. 5:55 left to go in the first frame. Fertile-Beltrami well in control, 39-13. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, and wanted to get out to an early hot start, something they've lacked in previous games. Lindley deep in the left corner, nearly had his feet on the sideline, misses the deep 3. Owens with the rebound, his second. A second chance for Kelliher Northome. Free throw line, driving down to the left baseline. Forseen, fall away, puts one up from 11. Kanan Forseen has 6 points now in the first half. 39-15, Fertile-Beltrami. 5:10 to play. Petrie over on the right wing, drives inside the paint, kicks out to Hansen, right wing, jabs baseline, now goes that way, splits the defense, throws up a shot. He got tripped at a foul call. A blocking foul against Kelliher Northome. 2 more free throws coming for Preston Hansen. The foul on Jordan Waldo, his second personal, team's 9th. 2 more free throws for Preston Hansen, who was 0 of 2 from the stripe earlier in the half. Hansen, 1 of 2 Fertile-Beltrami players in double figures, puts up the first free throw and puts that one in.
Anthony Johnson in for North.
Hansen also eclipsing 1,000 career points earlier this season. Anthony Johnson steps back on the floor for Kelliher Northome. 40-15, Fertile-Beltrami. Second free throw by Hansen, and that one's in. Pair of made free throws by the junior Preston Hansen to give him 13 first half points. Kelliher Northome basketball. Johnson to the rim, make that Lindley, and he draws a foul. And 2 free throws coming for Jaden Lindley. The foul against Hansen. That's his 3rd. We'll probably have to sit the remainder of the first half as Drew Gullickson hops up off the bench. The first free throw for Jaden Lindley off the heel. Kelliher Northome on the season, the number 3 seed in the East subsection, 15-12 overall. Can put up a lot of points over the course of a game, as the second free throw by Lindley is good. First points for Lindley, that isn't a 3-pointer, and it's 41-16 Fertile-Beltrami. Vulcan basketball, just looking at some of those Mustang scores, their first game of the season, they scored 91 points as Drew Gullickson finishes right in front of the rim, 15 points for Gullickson, and it's 43-16. The game after that, 86, 77, 73, and then 101 shot misses from Shane Bourne. Rebound out to Johnson in front. That's off the mark. Gullickson brings in the rebound for Fertile-Beltrami. He's got 15 points and 4 rebounds. Fertile-Beltrami basketball. Stoltman picks it up at the right elbow. Inside to Björk. Has nothing towards the middle. Flips it out to the right corner of Petrie. Dribbles it up on the wing. Left hand over to Stoltman. Skip to the corner. Puts up a 3 and a wedgie. In between the rim and the backboard. And that's a jump ball, and the basketball goes to Kelliher Northome after the shot by Caleb Stoltman. 4:19 left to play in the first half, 43-16. All Fertile-Beltrami in the first 18 minutes. Lindley on the left side, over on the wing, drives by Petrie, cut off by Stoltman, falling away on his heels, gets it to Forseen in the mid-post area on the left side, puts up a jumper that's a little short, and Gullickson reels in rebound number 5. Leads all players tonight so far. Stoltman off and running, gives it to Petrie. 2 dribbles inside the paint, spins, kicks out. Stoltman, a whistle on the sideline, and a travel called against Easton Petrie that time of Fertile-Beltrami. 5 first half turnovers compared to 9 for Kelliher Northome. Always a big key for head coach Neil Steffes. Talks about that in a lot of our pregame conversations on staying aggressive and can't turn the basketball over. Shane Bourne lines up a 3 that clings hard off the front of the rim. Rebound deflected into the hands of Stoltman, and a long outlet pass to Petrie to Gullickson, who runs the floor, and now he lost it out of bounds, and it's last touch by Gullickson, and that's turnover number 6. So back-to-back turnovers for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. 3:34 left to go, half number 1. Fertile-Beltrami 43, Kelliher Northome 16, and a timeout called by Coach Charnoski of the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. 3:30 to go in the first half. Timeouts brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. It's all Fertile-Beltrami 43-16 on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
At Christian Brothers Ford of Crookston, we make buying your next vehicle easy. Not only do we have a large selection to choose from, but we also offer them with a wide range of options. Whether it's the F-150, Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, or Ranger, we'll find the vehicle that best fits you and your budget. Check out the selection at ChristianBrothersFord.net or ChristianCarsOnline.com. Find your next vehicle at Christian Brothers Ford, Highway 2 East in Crookston.
When you buy your propane from Lakes Community Co-op, you get the propane from the pro without the pain. The pro from Lakes Community Co-op starts with the service, monitoring systems, budget programs, online bill pay with additional services from Lakes Community Co-op. They set the tank, fill the tank, monitor and deliver propane as you need. Call 1-888-935-2281 to get propane to you from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
We welcome you back to Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls as we end the Freedom Fuel and Shine timeout. 3:30 to go in the first half. It's all Fertile-Beltrami 43-16. Winner off to the section semifinals. A large deficit in this game so far, and the margin of victories in all the quarterfinal games have been big today. Game number 1 with Red Lake County, they beat Fosston 75-47. Game 2 saw Stephen Argyle beat Red Lake 84-52. And then Kitson County Central over Cass Lake Bena 78-47. And then this one right now, it's 43-16. Missed 3 on the right wing. Petrie down with the rebound for Fertile-Beltrami as he gallops back across the logo from right to left. Over on the left side, Hema, left-handed drive to the baseline, and a moving screen called against Drew Gullickson of Fertile-Beltrami. Or did they call that one on Hema that time? No, it is on Hema. Not a moving screen. Maybe said Hema pushed off on the near sideline. That saves a foul against Drew Gullickson. Would have been his 3rd, but just the 1st on Hema. And now into the front court and an official timeout. Maybe some more blood on the floor or jersey as everybody looks around at each other. And it is Cooper Owens who has to come off for Kelliher Northome. An official timeout with 3:02 left to go here in the first half. 43-16, Fertile-Beltrami leading, and now putting the medical staff to work with 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Owens will have to take a seat. Anthony Johnson's also over there. Had to take off his jersey to get some blood off, break out the Tide stick. 2 subs in for Kelliher Northome. Waldo on. Landon Heidi also back into the game. Mustang basketball. Shane Bourne up towards the top. Waldo goes back to Lindley on the left. The sophomore jabs one way. Skip pass into the corner. Entry pass to Heidi. Double team. Pivots out. Bouncer back out to Shane Bourne. Casts away a 3. That comes off the mark. And the rebound out of bounds back to Fertile-Beltrami. 2:45 left to go in half number 1. Fertile-Beltrami leads 43-16. And into the game for the first time, Braxton Cloud for Kelliher Northome as well. Off the bench for Coach Charnoski as Petrie puts up a jumper from 16 feet and he rolls it in. 4 points now for Easton Petrie on the game, 45-16. Fertile-Beltrami the advantage, 2:20 left to go. Here's a backdoor pass and into a crowd, stolen away by Petrie, turnover number 10 of the half. Strem down the near left sideline to Hema. Looks inside to Henriksen, closing out defensively. Cloud giving Henriksen all he can handle, and a foul called against Braxton Cloud.
Mustangs foul on number 44.
The foul against Braxton Cloud is his first. Team's 10th of the game, and 2 free throws upcoming for Gage Henriksen, who's 4 of 4 from the stripe. Has 7 first half points as Henriksen puts up the first free throw, and that's off the heel. Caleb Stolman back into the game. Caleb Sather also back on for Fertile-Beltrami as Petrie and Hema take his seat. Preston Hansen runs back in. Gullickson comes off. Fertile-Beltrami, the defending section champions a season ago, beating Red Lake in the section championship and a deep playoff run in the state tournament that would end up ending with a loss in the championship as Henriksen misses the free throw. Cloud with the rebound, his first of the game. Shane Bourne puts up a 3. He's yet to score in the first half. That one comes up short. Henriksen the rebound in the far corner. Hansen in the backcourt, looks around. Nobody's around him, so he brings it across the timeline from right to left. $1:50 to play first half. 45-16. 1:45 remaining. Strem on the left side. Drives in, puts up a leaner from 8, and it's in and out. Heidi the rebound. Nice defensive stop that time by Kelliher Northome as Braxton Cloud out there defensively energizing the Mustang fans. Down to the left baseline. Heidi on the left side rolls it in for 2. 45-18, Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami basketball, Strem across the timeline, left side, Stoltman, screen and roll, doesn't like it, goes to Hansen on the right. To Strem, runs into a ball screen, drives in, out to Sather, left corner 3, Caleb Sather connects. Caleb Sather with 5 points in the game now, and it's 48-18. And Sather, too pure with his jump shot, messed up the net. And they had to fix it. It's all good. 60 seconds remaining first half. Billy Jack Shane Bourne across the timeline for Kelliher Northome. Waldo on the right side. Ball was deflected out of bounds. Mustangs keep it. Shane Bourne out top. Skip past Lindley. Left side. Deep 3. Lindley. Not close. Hansen down with the rebound. There's an air ball over the top. Hansen with rebound number 4 to go along with his 15, make it rather 13 first half points. Sather on the right side. Screen and roll to Hansen, and an offensive foul and a legal screen called against Caleb Sather. But oh, that's on Hansen on the drive. So that's the second time I've been duped by the foul call. It's the 4th on Preston Hansen as Coach Neil Steffes welcomes Hansen back to the bench and sort of shaking his head at him on the foul call. Hansen will have to sit. 4 fouls in the game. 33 seconds remaining. Shane Bourne at the top over on the left wing, dribbling around. Petrie stays with him. to Lindley at the top of the key. Jabs left, looks right, middle of the paint. Shane Bourne puts one up from 6, misses, and Henriksen down with the rebound. And Henriksen, after the rebound, got fouled by Braxton Cloud. It's the second on Cloud, and the 6th rebound for Gage Henriksen, and Henriksen will shoot 2 more free throws. And now we have a technical foul handed out. The technical foul goes against Braxton Cloud. So he picks up the personal foul. Now he picks up a technical. And Henriksen, I wonder if Coach Steffes will just say, shoot all 4 free throws here. The technical will be that they'll also get the basketball back. First one by Henriksen on the way, and too strong. Almost got it to bounce in, but it's no good. Henriksen 4 of 6 from the line. Second free throw for Gage Henriksen on the way, and in and out. Backed off the free throw line that time. And the free throws now for the technical free throws, it's Caleb Stoltman. He'll shoot 2. 48-18. Stoltman, the 2 technical free throws. Fertile-Beltrami will get the basketball back after these free throws with 20 seconds to go. Those are first points for Caleb Stoltman in the game. Second free throw on the way. Nothing but net for the senior Stoltman. 2 of 2 from the stripe, and it's 50-18. Fertile-Beltrami basketball after the technical foul was assessed to Braxton Cloud. Inbounds, nearly thrown away. Henriksen picks it up, hands it off to Strem. Back to Petrie on the logo. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Strem in front of the Keller Northome bench, drives in, bounce pass. Henriksen finishes on the right side for 2. 9 points for Henriksen. 7 seconds to go in the half. 52-18 Fertile-Beltrami. Shane Bourne left side, bounce pass Cloud, left corner, 3 is in, and that's how the first half ends. Braxton Cloud laces a triple to end the first half. Your score on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. The Fertile-Beltrami Falcons in front of Keller Northome, 52-21. Your halftime report from Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCullum Agency. On the way next on Gold 101.5 KRJM at yourliveevent.com.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
For over 100 years, Garden Valley Technologies has been here for our members and their communities across Northwest Minnesota. We've come a long way, and now with fiber-fast internet, GVTV, cellular, security, telephones, and business IT services, we're keeping our friends, neighbors, businesses, and schools more connected than ever before. We're here for you. Thank you for being there for us.
Good food, good times, and a great atmosphere. It's all here for you at the Clearbrook Muni, right on Main Street in Clearbrook. Stop in and check out the daily food specials or try a variety of items on the menu. For takeout on the go, call 218-776-9984. Good food and good times. It's all waiting for you at the Clearbrook Muni. Find them on Facebook for events or visit them on Main Street in Clearbrook. The Clearbrook Muni. Good times await.
Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts, your go-to destination for convenience and support. Life can be hectic, but with Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in Fosston, we're here to make it easier for you. Need a prescription refill? No problem. Use our Nord's Pharmacy app or call our refill line 24/7. It's that simple. And guess what? Once your prescription is ready, you'll receive a handy text alert. Quick and convenient. Are you managing multiple medications? We've got you covered. Our free med synchronization program helps you line them up so you only need to make one stop. Visit Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts in downtown Fosston, your friendly neighborhood pharmacy ready to serve you.
Old Bostwick's at 224 Labrie Avenue North in Thief River Falls is where you can find upscale vintage items, as well as new and like-new antiques. Come shop for men's, women's, and children's clothing. Browse a wide variety of jewelry, ties, shoes, hats, and accessories, as well as home decor furniture and unique glassware. Old Bostwick's accepts donations on behalf of local nonprofits, with a portion of proceeds going to those in need. Shop for a cause while going green at Old Bostwick's in Thief River Falls.
Rain Care Company in Goodrich has been proudly providing sales and service to northwestern Minnesota since 1970. Licensed, bonded, and insured, call Rain Care Company today for service and installation of furnaces, air conditioners, heat pumps, hot water heat, ventilation, and sheet metal. With 84 total years combined experience, we provide installation of rain gutters and downspouts in many color options. Rain Care Company proudly supports area sports, nonprofits, local college scholarships, local fire and rescue departments, and law enforcement agencies.
At Cenex, we're more than your gas station. We're your neighbor. We've got soup when you're under the weather, and treats when you're over the moon. We've got fuel when you've got places to go. And most of all, we've got a big heart when it comes to supporting this community, because it's our community too.
Best of luck to all the area sports teams from the Brooks, Oakley, McIntosh, and Red Lake Falls Cenex stores.
And also brought to you by the Linfors Insurance Agency. Your score at the half, Fertile-Beltrami on top of KELLIHER Northome 52-21 in a first half recap. The Falcons take an early 10-2 lead to take control of this one. They've led the entire first half. A couple of three-pointers in the first half from Jaden Lindley that charged the offense for the Mustangs for a couple of minutes, but then Fertile-Beltrami was able to go on a 13-2 run. It was 25-9 at one point, and then a 13-2 run to go up 38-11. A spark off the bench for KELLIHER Northome senior Braxton Cloud came in and was playing some tight defense on the inside against the Fertile-Beltrami size. And then he also laced a three almost at the horn of the first half. So that certainly gave some of the Mustang fans something to cheer about in the first half as far as some energy goes. It's just been tough sledding for the Mustangs in the first half, but like I said, Braxton Cloud providing some energy off the bench for the Mustangs in half number one. This is the halftime report, brought to you by the Linfors Insurance Agency, and also brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCullum Agency. Joe offers auto, home, life, classic cars, ATV, and side-by-sides, boats, campers, fish houses, and more. Call Joe McCullum with offices in Bijou and Detroit Lakes at 218-844-5970. First half numbers on the way next as Fertile-Beltrami leads KELLIHER Northome at the break 52-21 on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
Red Lake County Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency that has been serving the insurance needs of the Red Lake County community since 1951. We offer affordable insurance coverage solutions. Take advantage of our excellent prices and convenient appointment times. With over 100 years of combined experience, we're the right agency for you. Explore insurance options today by visiting our website, redlakecountyinsurance.com, or call us for all your insurance needs at 218-203-0413.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
The team at Riverview Health is getting stronger to serve you better. Riverview Health is pleased to welcome orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brennan Smith. Dr. Smith specializes in joint replacements and sports medicine. Dr. Smith is now seeing patients at Riverview Clinic in Crookston, East Grand Forks, and Thief River Falls. You know you'll be in good hands with Riverview Health when you need specialized care. For appointments, call 218-281-9595.
At Thief River Falls, our mission is any goal, any opportunity, anytime, anywhere, for anyone. We personalize the learner experience by focusing on 6 pillars:
Real-world, authentic opportunities.
Voice and choice.
Equitable experiences.
Staff growth.
Safety.
Strong fiscal management.
So that we meet our vision by creating our future, the Prowler way.
Whether you want to improve the lighting in your whole house or you just need a simple light fixture replaced, Taz Electric in Gonvick should be your first call. They handle all commercial, residential, and industrial projects, and they even do heating and air conditioning. Open Monday through Friday, Taz Electric is located in Gonvick. Give Tim a call at Taz Electric for all of your electrical needs. His number is 218-487-6110. And remember, no job is too big or too small for Taz Electric.
Garden Valley Technologies has 3 locations dedicated to our members. Stop by our retail stores in Bagley, Erskine, or Thief River Falls and take a look at everything we have to offer. From security and smart home devices to smartphones, printers, laptops, TVs, and more, we are here for you. To find a store near you, visit www.gvtel.com or call 1-800-448-8260.
Strem. Drew Gullickson leads the Falcons with 15 and 5. 5 points for Caleb Sather and a rebound. 13 points, 4 rebounds for Preston Hansen. 4 points for Easton Petrie. 9 points and 6 rebounds for Gage Hendrickson. For Kelliher Northome, Jaden Lindley had 7 points. Kanan Forseen had 6 points and 3 rebounds. Anthony Johnson with 3 points and a rebound. 2 points for Landon Heidi, and Braxton Cloud laced a triple right at the end of the first half. He has 3 points. Kelliher Northome 10 first half turnovers. Fertile-Beltrami had 6. From the free throw line in the first half, Kelliher Northome was 2 of 6 for 33%. Fertile-Beltrami was 13 of 18 for 72%. Fertile-Beltrami leads at the break 52-21. Second half action between the Mustangs and the Falcons on the way next after this timeout.
Your home or business losing heat and money through poor insulation? At TC Spray Foam, we specialize in spray foam insulation, foam concrete jacking, blown fiberglass and cellulose, and even roofing foam, keeping your space energy efficient and comfortable year-round. Based in Plummer, Minnesota, we're your trusted local experts in high-quality insulation solutions. Call TC Spray Foam today at 218-688-1096 and start saving on energy costs. TC Spray Foam of Plummer. Seal it, save it, love it. Springtime is just around the corner, and that means it's time to start thinking about your outdoor projects. Whether you're planning a new septic system, need concrete footings, or want to enhance your landscaping, TS Excavating of Gonvick, they've got you covered. With over a decade of experience, TS Excavating is your trusted partner for all your outdoor projects. From septic installation and design to sewer line repair and landscaping, they do it all. Call TS Excavating at 218-358-0790 to schedule your project today.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com. Fertile-Beltrami is in control 52-21. A foul on this first possession against Anthony Johnson, his first, or rather his second, team's first of the second half. Falcon basketball, Strem at the top of the key, triple threat, pivoting around, gets it to Hansen from straight away, thought about a 3, leaves it back off to Petrie. 20 seconds in, Petrie drives in, puts his head down to the left baseline. He shuffled his feet as he got all the way downhill, and he gets called for the walk. Turnover number 7 of the game against Fertile-Beltrami. Kelliher Northome, a bright spot ending the first half with Braxton Cloud giving a nice defensive effort off the bench for Coach Tornoski, and then hit a 3 right at the end of the first half, trying to grab a little bit of that momentum as we're just underway as Lindley lines up a 3 from straight away, and that's off the left side. Gullickson down with rebound number 6, and a 2-on-2 the other way for Fertile-Beltrami, and Strem pulls it out. Whips it across the lane. Hansen at the free throw line, playing with 4 fouls up to the top. Stoltman from downtown. Caleb Stoltman, senior, hits the triple, and it's 55-21. Fertile-Beltrami in command here in the second half. The number 2 seed in the West subsection. Left corner, Shane Bourne puts up a 3. That's off the side of the backboard. Strem the rebound, off to Petrie running in transition. Takes the deep 3. Easton Petrie, that comes up short, just barely hits the front of the rim, gets his own rebound, gets it to Strem, middle of the paint, and that one's too strong. Rebound down to Kelliher Northome. Back the other way, Anthony Johnson nearly had it stolen away, picked up by Forseen, and he gets called for a double dribble. Turnover number 11 of the game against Kelliher Northome, a team that's the number 3 seed in the East subsection, beat Clearbrook Gonvick in the previous round in a high-scoring game against the Bears, and that one scored over 90 points. It was 91-87. Gullickson gets blocked from behind. Rebound picked up by Forseen of Kelliher Northome. Mustangs race into the front court. Shane Boren skips it to Lindley. A couple feet beyond the line. Clanks hard off the front, and the rebound down to Shane Boren. A second chance. His three-pointer's off the heel. Long rebound into the corner. Forseen, he launches one, and that's off the mark. And now a long outlet pass to Easton Petrie, and a right-handed layup is good. 6 points for Easton Petrie, 57-21. Fertile-Beltrami in front. 15:50 second half. Pass to the inside. Forseen lost it, and it's turned over. Loose ball was picked up that time by Drew Gullickson. Now Strem has it poked away, but Stoltman picks up the loose ball. Back to Petrie, all the way down to Gullickson, and he banks it in from right in front. 17 points for Drew Gullickson, and it's 59-21. East versus West matchups as Strem tries to force a loose ball. And a loose ball. Strem tried to dive for a loose ball, and they're going to call a foul on number 15, Anthony Johnson. That's the third on Johnson, and Strem got tied up in between his legs, and it kind of looked like Johnson inadvertently kind of caught Strem in the side of his head, but with his foot, but the official thinks otherwise. Fertile-Beltrami basketball up 59-21. Stoltman on the left side, left elbow. Gullickson looks inside, feeds it to Hansen over his right shoulder, and a left-handed finish. Nicely done by Hansen with the offhand. 61-21 in a 40-point game, and a timeout called by Kelliher Northome. Timeouts brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. 15:01 to go in the second half. It's all Fertile-Beltrami, 61-21.
Being a president every 4 years is one of the things that makes this country so special and unique. And Ultima Bank Minnesota wants you to know that in observance of President's Day, they will be closed on Monday, February 17th. Their offices in Winger, Foston, Plummer, Bemidji, East Grand Forks, and Gary. But of course, you can have around-the-clock access to Ultima Bank with mobile deposit, web banking, ATMs, and more. Find out more at ultimabank.com. Member FDIC.
Back at Ralph Engelstad Arena here in Thief River Falls. Fertile-Beltrami in control, 61-21 in a 40-point game as we come out of that timeout, brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine in Ada. Kelliher Northome basketball with 15 minutes to go here in the second half. As Shane Bourne puts up a three, misses it off the right. Hema reels in the rebound for Fertile-Beltrami. Shane Bourne yet to score in the game. A couple of three-point attempts, but as the outlet pass on the near sideline goes off the hands of Sather, and that's turnover number 8. 61-21. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Coach Neil Steffes on the far side, still coaching hard despite the 40-point advantage for his squad. Baseline drive, Johnson gets it to Forseen, and a nice finish on the left side for Kanan Forseen. 8 points for him, and it's 61-23 with 14.5 left to go. Sather runs it into the front court. Hema on the left side. Henriksen puts up a jumper from 12. Good look. Bobbles back into his lap, and he puts up a second chance from 12. Nearly the same spot. 11 points for Gage Henriksen, another Fertile-Beltrami player in double figures. 3 of them so far on the night. Kelliher Northome basketball. Forseen slips up in the near corner, and he threw it away. Sather picks up the loose ball. Turnover number 13 of the game. Bjork, long chest pass to the far side. Sather drives inside the paint, puts up a floater. Nice take that time by Steven Sather. 2 points for Sather, 65-23. Fertile-Beltrami, 13:50 to go in this one. Shane Bourne, right side, over to Forseen, back inside. Shane Bourne looks to the corner, doesn't have it, surveys, takes his time, and he carves his way to the inside, draws a foul on Henriksen, and one. First points of the game for Billy Jack Shane Bourne. It's at 65-25. Shane Bourne will shoot another free throw for the three-point play. Matthew Leiser in the game for the first time tonight. And the free throw by Billy Jack Shaneborn is his third points of the game, 65-26. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, all Fertile-Beltrami tonight. Sather being hassled by Owens, nearly poked it away. Off to Leiser at the top, free throw line Hendrickson, rips to his right hand, driving in on Forseen, and then a steal from behind and a loose ball, and now a jump ball and a tie up in the basketball back to Fertile-Beltrami. Or rather to KELLIHER Northome, it's a turnover on Fertile-Beltrami. The jump ball turnover, the team's third of the second half. Team's ninth of the game against the Falcons, a team that's looking for another deep playoff run after a win tonight here in the quarterfinals, as Johnson puts up a three from the left corner and puts it in. Anthony Johnson with 6 points, and it's 65-29. 13 minutes to play. Hema in the backcourt nearly has it poked away, and now he does have it poked away from behind. Turnover number 10. Shaneborn on the right side of the lane, looks towards the top, goes towards the corner. Owens thought about the three, instead drives in, and he loses it, and it gets kicked around and picked up by Leiser. Turnover number 4 of the second half. Sather down the far left sideline, brings it across the timeline from left to right for Fertile-Beltrami. Just pass right wing to Hema, right elbow Hendrickson. Inside, spins towards the middle, falling away, and he leaves it short. And the rebound down to Kanan Forseen of KELLIHER Northome. Left wing, Johnson drives by Leiser all the way to the hoop, and he misses it over the top. Sather down with a rebound on the far side, and a whistle and a foul called against KELLIHER Northome after the missed shot by Johnson. The foul that time on Kanan Forseen is his third, and the team's third of the second half. As Caleb Sather checks back in for Fertile-Beltrami. Sather down the near sideline, crosses his way into the front court and leaves it off to Brady Bjork. Back to Sather, down to the right baseline for Leiser, and just a little out of sorts, and it's turned over, and Coach Neil Steffes is going to take a timeout to talk to some of his bench guys to regroup here in the second half. It's 65-29. Fertile-Beltrami on top. Timeouts brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Shine. In Ada, it's all Fertile-Beltrami with 12:16 to play.
Serving the community for 30-plus years, Universal Screen Print in Thief River Falls is your one-stop shop for screen print, embroidery, vinyl graphics, trophies, and awards, as well as promotional products. No order is too big or too small for the team at Universal Screen Print. Experience great customer service with quick turnaround times. You can also find name brands such as Champion, North Face, Nike, and more. Call today at 218-681-5486. Check us out on Facebook or visit usptrf.com.
Back inside Ralph Engelstedt Arena here in Thief River Falls, the site of the Section 8A girls and boys basketball tournaments. East Grand Forks Sacred Heart girls winning the Section 8A basketball tournament over KELLIHER Northome in the championship. That was last night, feels so long ago. Lindley from the right corner misses it off the heel. Karams to the near side corner. Johnson the rebound. Been up in Thief River Falls almost every day this week, except for Wednesday, to bring you coverage across the R&J Broadcasting Incorporated family of stations. Shaneborn puts up a three that is off the left side. Sather down with another rebound. Second rebound of the night for Sather as Steven Sather spins his way into the front court, working defensively on Cooper Owens, shuffling with him. Right side, Hema up to Bjork at the top, and a collision and a foul called against Anthony Johnson. A little too aggressive that time. The fourth on Johnson. And the team's fourth of the second half. 11:36 left to go. Second half. Inbounds Hema. That's deflected. And it was Shaneborn with the active hands, and the left-handed finish was blocked, but he got the arm of Shaneborn. Billy Jack Shaneborn will shoot two. The foul on Colby Hema, his second, team second of the half. And it's 65-29. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, 11:32 to play. 4 points by Billy Jack Shaneborn, and it's 65-30 after he hits the first, and the second one is also in. 5 points for Shaneborn, 65-31. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, Falcons basketball. Right corner, Sather, entry pass, right block. Sather, back to Sather, who cuts, throws it high off the glass, gets his own rebound in the corner. Third rebound for Caleb Sather. Out to Hemmer near the left wing. Gets by Johnson. Launches a three off the right side of the rim. And the rebound brought down into the lap of Lindley. His first of the night, off and running. Shane Bourne, jumper, right corner from 12 is in. Billy Jack Shane Bourne with 7 points, and it's 65-33. Starting five for Fertile Beltrami off the floor. Inside, Sather from the left side with the right hand. 7 points for Caleb Sather, and it's 67-33. Henriksen, Petrie, Stoltman, Hansen, Strem, and Gullickson all on the bench right now for Fertile Beltrami. Their nights come to an end with the lead at 67-33.
Caleb Sather, his first personal, third team foul. Jordan Waldo into the Mustangs, along with number 10.
KELLIHER Northome basketball off the inbound in the left corner. Back up towards the top of the key, driving down. Kyson Forrestine gets it up, back up to Shane Bourne. Behind the back dribble towards the top, working on Sather, puts it up on a three, comes up short. Rebound on the right baseline by Kyson Forrestine. His shot misses, and then the rebound hauled in again by Caleb Sather is four. Steven Sather all the way to the rim, and he gets blocked out of bounds by Jordan Waldo that time of KELLIHER Northome. Fertile Beltrami keeps the possession in front 67-33, Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. And there's a turnover against Fertile Beltrami off the inbounds. Turnover number 6 of the second half. 12 for the game, Fertile Beltrami 6 turnovers in each half. KELLIHER Northome with the rock, down 67-33. Follow line jumper, misses off the left by Waldo. Rebound attempt out of bounds, last touch by Fertile Beltrami. Mustangs keep it, 9:55 to go second half. Shane Bourne out on the left wing. Fires it back into the left corner. Waldo to the middle of the paint. Forrestine, his jumper from 12. That comes up short. Hemmer with rebound number 3. Fertile Beltrami with the orange to Lizer. Passing cut, pass over the top. Sather finishes on the right side for 2 more. Assisted by Lizer, and the made basket by Caleb Sather makes it 69-33. Almost halfway gone second half. KELLIHER Northome with it. Out towards the top of the key, left-handed dribble inside. Owens stumbling around. That shot too strong, and the offensive rebound by Shane Bourne. Then he casts away from deep. And 10 points for Billy Jack Shane Bourne. Makes it 69-36. Eric Stromstad for Fertile Beltrami will come in for the first time in the next dead ball. Sather in the right corner, catches one from Lizer. That's off the mark. Lizer the offensive rebound. Bjork has it poked away up by the right wing, stumbles, and a whistle and a foul called against KELLIHER Northome. And that's on Kanan Forrestine, and that'll be his 4th. Team's 5th of the half. 8:52 second half. Fertile Beltrami 69. KELLIHER Northome 36. Eric Stromstad into the game for Fertile Beltrami. Sather inbounds to Hema, right side, scoops it to Stromstad, left baseline, little jumper, rolls it in. Eric Stromstad right off the bench. Puts in a basket to make it 71-36 with 8:40 remaining. Fertile Beltrami in front. Shane Bourne on the left wing. Dribbles between his legs, hands it back off. Waldo to the left elbow. Forrestine, corner, 3. Forrestine, that misses. That was Kyson Forrestine, and Hema skies in for the rebound, his 4th. Left-handed pass out to Sather to start a fast break. Coach Neil Steffes tells him some directions as he dribbles by. To Sather at the top of the key in between the circles. Back to Sather, left wing. To the middle, off to Hema. Lines up a high-arching 3. Hits hard off the front. Lizer an offensive rebound. Putback stayed in the air. Didn't come down with it. Missed it off the left side. And the rebound down to KELLIHER Northome. Owens, long outlet pass the other direction for the Mustangs, deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Fertile Beltrami. Mustangs keep it, 7:45 remaining, 71-36 game, and with the deficit we'll have running time for the final 7:40. As Bierk comes back onto the floor for Fertile-Beltrami, Anthony Johnson back in for Kelliher Northome. Mustangs inbounding. Johnson to Shaneborn. His left corner three is short. Stromstead with a rebound, his first. 2 points and a rebound right off the bench for Coach Neil Steffes. Sather out near the half-court line to Sather on the right sideline. Spins towards the middle. Off to Bierk at the top, left corner. Hema deeper into the corner to Sather. Looks inside, dribbles by Forcine, and Caleb Sather all the way to the rim, and a foul before the shot.
Mustangs foul on number 13, Kanan Forcine.
Foul on Kanan Forcine is his fifth.
16.
So the night comes to an end for Kanan Forcine with 8 points and 6 rebounds. Arian Lyons comes back in for Kelliher Northome. 6:50 left to go. Second half, Fertile-Beltrami 71, Kelliher Northome 36. Bounce pass off the inbounds, turned over. Shaneborn picks it up, and now a foul in the backcourt called against Fertile-Beltrami, trying to poke the basketball away. That goes on Caleb Sather. Second on Sather. Matthew Leiser comes in for him. 6:30 to go, running time, 71-36, Fertile-Beltrami. Off to the section semifinals next Wednesday to take on Kitson County Central. Shaneborn bounce pass inside, Lyons middle of the paint, off one leg, almost halfway down and out, and then the offensive rebound and a putback, and Lyons got fouled, and he'll shoot two. Well, semifinal game sure will be a couple of humdingers with Red Lake County and Stephen Argyle in the 6 o'clock game. The 7:45 matchup, Kitson County Central and Fertile-Beltrami, an all-West semifinal coming up on Wednesday. Lyons the free throw on the way. Short, nicks off the front of the rim. Doing away with the subsections this year, so there are no subsection championships, just the semifinal round. Second free throw by Lyons on the way, and he rattles that one in. 71-37. First points for Arian Lyons. Fertile-Beltrami back into the front court. Sather off to Hema. Bounce pass across the lane to Strom. Said it was behind him, had to run it down. Gets it to Sather into the corner. Bierk on the right side. Lobs it back out to Hema, who whips it over to Leiser. He drives in. Floater from a couple of feet. Matthew Leiser puts it in for two. And the senior with his first basket of the game. 73-37, 5:05 to go. Kelliher Northome basketball. Anthony Johnson dribbles into a three, misses it off the right side. Hema down with the rebound, and a foul in the backcourt against Kelliher Northome. And that's on Cooper Owens, his second, team seventh, and 1-1 from the free throw line for Colby Hema, who jogs back the other direction towards the north end of Ralph Engelstedt Arena. Colby Hema yet to score, trying to get on the scoreboard and join his teammates. First free throw by Hema is up and can't get the shooter's roll, and it goes out of bounds, last touched by Fertile-Beltrami. It was Bierk who touched it last. 4:10 to play, substitution in. Malcolm Stillday comes on for Kelliher Northome, senior number 3. Stillday comes in for Cooper Owens. Mustangs basketball, exactly 4 minutes remaining now. 73-37, Johnson across the timeline, dribbles it over to the right wing, screen and roll. Lyons all the way to the cup and one. Arian Lyons nicely done that time. Foul on Colby Hema, his third and the team's sixth. 73-39 game. Lyons 1 of 2 from the stripe not too long ago and misses the three-point play opportunity that time. Stromstead reels in the rebound for Fertile-Beltrami, brings it across the timeline into the right side, into the corner to Hema. Left-handed dribble toward the top, skip left wing, Leiser. Hema at the top, skip past left corner, Sather, a head fake, defender goes by, Sather to the cup, but he didn't quite have the angle, and it's Shaneborn with the rebound, threw it away, back to Bierk at the top of the key, over into the corner to Hema. Sather, right elbow, Leiser, throws it away, Johnson picks up the loose ball, and Anthony Johnson the finish. 8 points for Anthony Johnson, team's 8th turnover here in the second half. 2:45 remaining, and now a timeout called by head coach Neil Steffes. Freedom Fuel and Shine timeout, but it's just for substitutions with 2:45 remaining. 73-41. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Substitutions in for Fertile-Beltrami. Connor Hoven, Brennan Gullickson. Number 15, Kane Oisted. Number 12, Easton Fredericks. Number 14, Matthew Leiser's on the floor. For Kelliher Northome, Malcolm Stillday is out there. Number 41, Landon Heidi. Number 10, Kyson Forseen. Number 21, Logan Massley on the floor. Here's a Fertile-Beltrami turnover thrown away inside the painted area. Turnover number 9 of the second half. Left baseline, Stillday up to Forseen from the middle of the paint from 8 feet. That's too strong. Leiser down with the rebound and a foul in the backcourt against Northome Kelliher. And more free throws upcoming for Fertile-Beltrami with 2:18 to go in the game. 73-41. Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard.
Number 12, Jordan Hansen. His first personal 8th team foul.
1-1 for Matthew Leiser. And that one's off the heel. Rebound brought in by Heidi. Kelliher Northome pushes back the other direction. Heidi across the timeline, drives in, puts up a leaner off one leg. Almost got it to fall. Rebound down to Oisted. His first of the second half. Oisted catches, right wing, launches a three. Kane Oisted. A three-pointer. And it's 76-41 Fertile-Beltrami. 1:37 to go in the game. Kelliher Northome back across the timeline, left corner. Right-hander dribbled inside the dome and a shot up. A little strong, and the ball pinballs around inside the paint, and a jump ball. Leiser gets tied up with Kyson Forseen, and the jump ball heads back to Fertile-Beltrami with $1:10 to go. 76-41 Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami off to the section semifinals en route to a repeat of section champions. They'll have to go through Kitson County Central in the semifinals, and then if they win, meet whoever in the championship. Ways off of that. Semifinals are on Wednesday of next week. Or this coming week, I should say. 40 seconds remaining. A Fertile-Beltrami turnover, pass went out of bounds. Right corner three from Kelliher Northome. Kyson Forseen is off the mark. Connor Hoven the rebound. Long outlet pass. Fredericks finishes for two. The freshman Easton Fredericks, his first points. 25 seconds left to play. Kelliher Northome basketball. Heidi from the right corner comes up short. Leiser down with the rebound, his fourth. Another long outlet pass. Hoven runs it down on the baseline. Back out towards the top, and travel called against Easton Fredericks, who was about to step into a three. 5 seconds remaining. Kelliher Northome trying to inbound to get up a final shot. 2 seconds down to one, and it's going to be heaved and come up short. Clock hits 0-0. Ball game is over. Final score on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami wins at 78-41. Your post-game report coming up next here on Gold 101.5 FM, KRJM, Garden Valley TV, and YourLiveEvent.com.
At Winnie Mac School, we're shaping the leaders of tomorrow with dedicated teachers, a strong sense of community, and opportunities to excel in academics, arts, and athletics. We strive to give every student a chance to succeed. From kindergarten through high school, we offer a supportive environment where students can grow, learn, and discover their full potential. Together, we're building a brighter future. Join the Winnie Mac family, where education and community go hand in hand at the Winnie Mac School.
Make your life easier cleaner and protect those who need it most with an April Air high-efficiency air cleaner from Wilcox Plumbing and Heating in Red Lake Falls. April Air high-efficiency air cleaners remove up to 99.9% of contaminants that contribute to colds, flu, allergies, asthma, and respiratory diseases. For more information on how an April Air high-efficiency air cleaner can keep your breathing air clean all the time, contact Wilcox Plumbing and Heating at 218-253-4347. April Air, fresh ideas for indoor air.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
Are you looking for a reliable partner when it comes to top quality products and exceptional service? Look no further. The answer you're looking for is the Foston Tri-Co-op. With convenient locations in Foston, McIntosh, Clearbrook, and Gully, we're your local partner dedicated to helping you thrive. From premium seeds and fertilizers to cutting-edge farming technology, the Foston Tri-Co-op has what you need for success. Visit one of our locations today and let's grow together. The Foston Tri-Co-op, partnering with farmers, growing with the community.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the MSHSL and the Minnesota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Fertile-Beltrami victorious, and will play in the semifinals this coming Wednesday against Kittson County Central after the 78-41 victory. Post-game summary from TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking. Fertile-Beltrami goes wire to wire in the victory, jumping out to an early 8-2 lead. KELLIHER Northome calls a timeout. Fertile-Beltrami would then, let's see, as the Mustangs would make it 10-5 at one point. 12-5 Fertile-Beltrami after a made basket, and then a long run by the Mustangs, or excuse me, by the Falcons. A 13-1 run to go up 25-9, and the deficit like that, too much for KELLIHER Northome to overcome. Was a 52-21 game at the break. Final score 78-41. Falcons victorious over KELLIHER Northome here in the Section 8A quarterfinals. As that's your game summary from TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking. Whether you need top quality fertilizer or custom chemical applications for your crops or reliable trucking services, TDS has you covered. Proudly supporting our local teams and helping you grow. TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking. Game summary also brought to you by Benedictine Living Community of Ada here on YourLiveEvent.com. Game summary from Benedictine Living Community of Ada and also from TDS Fertilizer and TDS Trucking. More post-game awards on the way next as Fertile-Beltrami wins it 78-41. Portion of the
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't